Welcome to Finance Dojo. We aim to be the best personal finance educational channel you'll ever need. Click that subscribe button and the notification bell right now so you won't miss out. George S. Clason published The Richest Man in Babylon in 1926. In this book, you will find an ideology that draws heavily on the teachings of the ancient Babylonians and their fables. Lessons from this book remain timeless, regardless matter how many decades have gone since it was first written. Here are the top 10 takeaways from the book The Richest Man in Babylon, which I hope you find helpful. Number 1. Set aside some of your earnings. The book The Richest Man in Babylon tells the story of a wealthy man named Arcad who was asked to share his wealth-building secrets with his fellow citizens. The first lesson that Arcad taught his students was that for every 10 pennies they place in their purses, they should remove 1 and use the remaining 9. Thy purse will fatten immediately, feeling nice in thy hand and satisfying thy spirit. There are 2 groups of person when it comes to saving. The first is the group that spends money first and then saves what is left. The second group of people saves first and then spends what is left over. Almost 80% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Thus, savings equals income minus cost. The above lesson means that for every dollar earned, set aside 10% immediately. Many people refer to this as paying yourself, but very few people do it. This book tells us to value our work and pay ourselves first. Number 2. Determine the difference between your essential expenses and your desires. Budget your spending so that you have enough money to pay for your necessities, enjoy yourself, and satisfy your worthwhile desires without spending more than 9/10 of your income. George Clason wrote in this book that many believe their money isn't enough because they confuse necessities with desires. When you can't distinguish between desires and necessities, even greater pay won't be enough to cover your bills. This book makes the case that by creating a budget, you may distinguish between your needs and wants and spend solely on the things that are important while living within your means. Number 3. Make your money grow. Put each penny to work so it can replicate its kind as the field flows, bringing you a steady stream of cash. The wise Babylonians viewed money as a seed that, when planted properly, may yield wealth. If you want to be wealthy, you must earn beyond your income. Facebook suggests investing in assets like stocks and real estate and starting a side business rather than spending money on depreciating items like cars and huge houses. These passive long-term income streams will support you when you can't work long hours. Compound interest makes your money grow. Number 4. Increase your ability to earn. To develop your abilities, learn, grow smarter, become more skilled, and conduct yourself in a way that shows self-respect. If you want to be wealthy, you must discover strategies to reduce your spending and increase your income. This lesson is one crucial practice in the financial equation. Some experts say it's preferable to focus on earning more than saving more. If you earn more, you should be able to save more. The main idea of this book is that personal growth is important. However, it all comes down to making the most possible investments in your education and skill development. Number 5. Keep your money safe from loss. Consult experts for guidance on gold handling. Let their wisdom guard your riches against foolish investment. George Clason states the need for being financially aware. At this point, there is a lot of debate since, of course, no one becomes wealthy by being safe. However, successful businesses take calculated risks, not random ones. Buffett has 2 investment rules: never lose money and never forget Rule 1. Following these principles has helped Buffett become one of the world's richest men. The lesson here is to make time to seek the advice of those with expertise in the field you wish to enter. Real wealth is built slowly and steadily. Therefore, you must be patient and seek counsel from an expert. Number 6. Ensure your income in the future. You should plan for your needs as you become older and for your family's protection. This lesson asks how you'll deal if you're unwell and can't work. If you lose your job, or if you're the sole earner of your family and die suddenly, how are your family members going to survive? Although it is very simple to be spiritual and say, God forbid, the truth is that life is a mystery. Therefore, it is important to try to plan and be prepared for unforeseen circumstances. Creating a retirement plan, setting up an emergency fund, and thinking about different insurance options, including health, life, and homeowner, are all examples of establishing plans. Number 7. Make your home a profitable investment. Thus, a man who owns a house is blessed and may spend more of his salary on pleasures and desires. The wise Babylonians stressed how important it is to have your home. They say it's better to make payments that will develop equity than to pay a landlord. Also, homeowners create more money than renters during their lifetimes. This is arguable due to personal finances. Owning a home is a good idea, but it's expensive to maintain. So consider carefully and select the best option for you. Number 8. Good luck only comes to those who take action. Opportunity is a pompous goddess who spends no time with the unprepared, and good luck awaits those who take it. Many people think that certain people are born lucky and destined to be wealthy. They believe luck is a supernatural power that tips the scales. This book argues that individuals who were favored saw opportunities and took action. It reiterates that only those who work hard will be rewarded with good luck. If you want to succeed, you must constantly be ready to grab the opportunity and take action to fulfill your deepest desires. Only then will you be able to draw great luck. Number 9. Pay off your debt. Paying off debts is a sign of respect for oneself among men. The book says you should do everything you can to stay out of debt. It says debt can be avoided by controlling expenditure and wipe off with consistency and discipline. Through an old Babylonian story, George shows that the best way to deal with debt is not to run away from it, but to face it. Make a list of the people you owe, meet with them, and ask for their patience. Then you must come up with and stick to a repayment plan. A realistic way to pay off debt is to live on 70% of your income. Set aside 10% for yourself and spend the remaining 20% to pay off your debts. Number 10. Building and maintaining wealth is more essential than being wealthy. A man's wealth isn't measured by how many coins he has in his wallet, but by how much money he makes and how often it flows into his wallet. This lesson highlights the book's previous themes. You may be confused about building wealth versus being wealthy. I'll explain what I mean. For example, if two persons have $100 million each, one accumulates his riches over 20 years by founding and building a successful business and investing his profits, while the other wins the lottery a few weeks ago. If they both lost all their money, who would have a better shot of rebuilding? Yes, the former is more likely to earn riches again than the latter. Learning the behaviors that lead to wealth will pay benefits no matter how much money you have. Babylon was the richest city in the world because its inhabitants valued money. To accumulate wealth, you must understand and follow the laws of money. As always, this video is for educational purposes only and not financial advice. You should always do your own research and speak to a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.